Okay, guys, remember yesterday I told you guys that we have a clueless leadership in Nigeria when it comes to governance. Our president lacked the political scheme of work and political mathematics to navigate the ship of this country to the promised land. Now, if the presidency and the Nigeria Labour Congress has have come together to say that they are agreeing on the new minimum wage to be 70,000 naira, like I told you guys yesterday, they don't know what they are doing because the implementation now is where the problem now lies. Let's look at the implementation. You will discover that at the end of the day, if actually it is being implemented, at the end of the day, it is only the ministries or the federal government parastatals are gonna be you know benefiting from this minimum wage because I've told you guys that a functioning government is a government that gets across to the grassroots level, to all the sectors of the economy. That is a functioning government. Now, you will agree with me that apart from the federal government agencies, we also have private agencies. Have you bothered to ask how will the presidency make sure? How will the presidency be able to what in implement this new minimum wage on the private sectors? We have a lot of girls who are doing sales girls, a lot of boys sales boys, a lot of apprentices, a lot of different kind of menial jobs and the rest. Now, in a functioning government, if you are saying that the minimum wage is 70, that means majority of all these sales girls receiving 10,000, 15,000 should be able to receiving at least 70,000 or above and not like beyond and not like below that. That is what minimum wage stands for in a functioning government. As a sales girl, Johnson should stop you from receiving above 70,000 naira or 70,000 naira as far as minimum wage of a country is concerned. Now, ever since 30,000 minimum wage, you will see you not seeing that a lot of um businesses are still paying workers below 30,000 naira, cleaners and the rest. But in a functioning country in abroad and the whole thing in the Western world, you see cleaners riding cars, you see sales representatives, owning houses and going on vacations and the rest, using the best phones and gadgets and living the adequate life. But is that the case in Nigeria? Obviously, no. Obviously, no. Why? Because we have no government regulatory agencies. Of course, that's why food issue has been at the upper highest level of inflation recently because there is no regulatory agencies apart from the aspect of the presidency not lacking the adequate knack or skills to balance the affairs of this nation. We still do not have the regulatory agencies to control price of commodities in the market. And when you do not have regulatory agencies that are controlling the price of things in the market, sellers will monopolize different commodities and you see things coming at exorbitant rate. That's why even in the cement sector, we have only Dangote being the dealer in the cement sector because a lot of other competitors have been shut down. People like Ibeto Cement, Boa and the rest. How many of them are as buoyant as Dangote? Because we have given some persons monopoly. There is no regulation. There's no price regulation, and people do things at their own whims and caprices, thereby subjugating the masses into a state of avalanche quagmire. So the presidency should draw out a plan on how this 70,000 minimum wage is going to get to the private sector. Of course, we can say that the private sector is is a is a private individual business. They run it at their own capital. Of course, they do, but we are it's the same. It's the same masses. It's the same population. It's the same governmental effort that is controlling everyone. If you are saying that minimum wage is this in a country, when it is being implemented, that means every worker in a country is entitled to receive nothing less than that amount of minimum wage. So the presidency should know how to implement and make this minimum wage to go faster, especially to the private sector, so that everyone will live a standard life.